Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Raju from Smart AI Technologies. Today we'll work on a concept called customer segmentation. So first we'll see what is meant by customer segmentation. Next we'll see why we need the segmentation, and in the third part how we gonna implement this customer segmentation. So in the third part it will be entirely a coding process. So we'll be writing code using Python. Coding should be like this. Okay, we'll be having two codes. Okay, I will explain about this entirely. Okay, so try to follow the video. Okay, you will be getting a good concept here. So let us see what is meant by segmentation. Segmentation is a process of grouping same featured people or same featured object together. Let us see example. Okay, real world example. Take a situation where there are 1,000 customers. In this 1,000 customers, I will classify them into categories. Okay, 1,000 people, I may divide them maybe 500, 300 and 200. I will say these top 200 people are class 1, top 300 people are class 2, top 500 people are class 3. What is meant by class 1? How I extracted this class 1 people, 200 people? It means this will be depending upon so many features. For example, I will tell you, maybe the customer who are buying the things from the site or the business regularly, maybe twice a week or thrice a week. Okay, and they are buying the things which are in the cost of maybe from 5,000 to 10,000. And when it comes to group 2, they are buying monthly one time, and the cost of the things they are buying maybe 1,000 to say 5,000. And when it comes to class 3, they are buying once or twice in whole year, and they are buying an object of 5 to 10k or 1 to 5k or like that. These are the features. There may be so many other features. Okay, based on the features we are going to make the whole people into some subgroups. We call this thing as a segmentation. Here there are one or two features, and it's very easy to make a grouping, and we are making it. But what if there are more than 1 million people, and the features we have is maybe 100 200 features, and you are asked to group them? Then it's very hard to do it. Even if you write if else loop also, it will not give us the satisfied answer. So here, what if we can build a model which can group them automatically? This is our main concept. So now we'll see why we need that, why we need segmenting the customer, segmenting the people. Okay, the first thing is targeting. As I shown you in the previous example, we made three classes: class 1, class 2 and class 3. The company now easily can target people of class 1, and it can concentrate more and send more notifications or some good notifications or some good offers to class 1 people, so that they will be having the possibility of buying the thing more than class 2 and class 3. Okay, and when it comes to class 2 and class 3, it may send notification not as it sent to the number person 1. So it can now target the people very easily based on their features. So this is the first thing. And what is the use of targeting? Targeting will first of all reduce the time for this particular company, and it will reduce cost of marketing and all those things. And when you are doing targeted marketing, the possibility of profit is very high, and in fact loss will reduce. So the main purpose is to reduce the losses for bigger companies. So that will be achieved if you are going with the targeted marketing. And the third thing comes how we are going to do that, and what is the data set that we have, and how we are going to implement that, and what difference it makes. Okay, let us start with the coding first. This is a data set that we have with us. If you want this data set, let me know. I will share you. You can message us directly to the given number below in the description. You can WhatsApp us, or you can visit to our website. There also you will get our contact. So you can contact us, and we'll provide you the data set without fail. Okay. So this is our data set. What are the steps this is having? Okay, it is having customer ID, gender, citizen, citizen part, like this. Okay, it has so many features: streaming movies, contacts, paperless billing, payment method, monthly charges, total charges, and it is having even churn. Okay, initially it will not be having this quality of service column will not be there. So our main purpose is to create a quality of service, a new class or new column which will classify those people. Here you can see it is having 8 classes. Few people comes under 7, few people come under 6, or like that. Okay, here we are doing segmenting the people. Whatever the number of people we have or customers we have, we will segment them into 6 classes. Okay, we have 7044. You can see here the final one is quality of service. I already built it and I added to this data set, but initially we will not be having this one. So how to create it? Okay, how to segment the customer and create this quality of service column. And once we get the quality of service column, we can decide, or we can take so many decisions based on this information. So let us start with the coding. Okay, in the first part I am going to import all the libraries which we require now: NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, train test split, and these are machine learning model matrices. Okay, accuracy score and confusion matrix, and then we are importing pickle to save the model in the end. Seaborn is used to plot the graph. NumPy is used to work with arrays and matrices. Pandas is used to import the data set. Matplotlib is used to plot the graph, that is PLT, and train test split is used to test split the data into training and testing. Now first I will read the dataset, whatever the dataset I have. Once I read the dataset, I will check by printing some top values. So here you can see there is no quality of service column, but we need to do that. We need to create quality of service. We don't have that. We have so many other columns. Okay, till churn. So now what I will do, I will check what are the columns we have and what are the data types. Getting to know about the data type of each and every column will help us, because in the end whatever the model you apply, the whole columns should be numerical. So how we will do that? Because there are so many columns which are object means they are having string data within them. So next I will use mapping technique. Okay, here that means I will go to each column which are having object, I will replace them with some numbers. For example, if I go to churn, there are 2 values, yes or no. For yes I will give 1, for no I will give 0. This is the way of mapping, that is using dictionary. Here I am creating dictionary, so I will replace this dictionary values there. So I will do the same stuff for all the columns which are having string. Once I done with it, the values of the entire columns, okay, whatever I am interested in, they will be now numerical. And then what I will do is I will check for the null values in the data set, that is any empty values. Here in our case there are no null values. If there are null values, we need to pre-process the null values. There are so many steps you can do. First of all, you can remove the entire row, or you can add mean value, you can add median value to replace those null values in every column. Here I'm just checking, okay, online backup it was actually string, now I am printing like it's numerical 01010. Now here what technique we are using is k-means clustering to segment the data, and this is a way of importing that k-means, and I am importing numpy. Here I am taking one of the empty list, okay. Then here I am from the data set, from the whole data set I am going to take only most interested uh, part of the data set, using which I am going to create the quality of service. I will take first, I will call the k-means clustering, and I will initialize that one k-means clustering. Then I will train that using the data set which I selected above, which is having only the churn column, online security, online backup, device protection, and tech support. You can select the remaining columns also, but as we can see, these reflect the quality of service a lot. So these features I am selecting, and based on that, okay, based on that I will be getting k-means inertia. Okay, this k-means inertia says us where that inertia will start to stay in the same place. Okay, it's not changing a lot. That location from x-axis in the graph you can see that k value is ideal to take. Those many classes we need to split. It means in our case it's around 8. Okay, now in our case if we have 7,000 customers, we need to create 8 groups. Okay, that is the thing, we need to decide now how many classes we need to create. That can be decided based on this inertia itself. So I'm going to plot the graph for that, okay, for inertia with k, okay, and x-axis is k values and y-axis is inertia. Now I already got that, okay, clear, like I should use k value because from that inertia is staying same. So I will use k as a 8, and I am going to predict on the data. Okay, now I'm going to get this quality of service, that is new column. Okay, this I am calling it as a quality of service, which is which we got based on the above parameters using k-means clustering technique. Once I get that, I will take that column and I'm going to append that below here to this CSV. Okay, quality of service, I'll make a new column to the data frame and I'm going to append, and I will get a new data set which will be having quality of service. But here we made some analysis here. What is this k-means clustering centers? Okay, this centers will give you which parameter, what was the value taken for grouping. In our case, say from 7,000 people we are making 8 groups. Okay, for example, if we are making on a price or like that, okay, if we are making based on the price, then the center value maybe that price ranges from 0 to 70,000. okay, 70,000 max the people are buying object. Now this centers will may lie like 0 to 1,000 belongs to class 1, or from 1,000 to 2,000 it belongs to class 2, from 2,000 to 3,000 belongs to class 3, like this. Now centers will become, here it will become 1,000, here it will become 2,000, here it will become 2,000 to 3,000, that is 3,000, or like that. This is an example, but in our case data is not exactly like this. Data is different way. Okay, there are not any columns which are having like these values. There are yes or no or 1 or 2 classes values. Okay, but that's fine. Based on this concept only, yeah, we are working. That is, we will get centers here. So these centers may, will reflect those things which I explained now. Now we can plot that relations using k-means centers of both first feature and second feature. In our case, see how how age and spending score are related. Okay, that we can plot and see here what are the centers are there. Okay, this is a way of creating or segmenting the customers. Once we segment and once we create new column, I'm going to see in that column how balanced our data set is. So many people are from class 2, many customers are from class 2, and for other classes we have less number of customers. So now what we need to do is we need to take this new data set and we need to build a machine learning model which can able to predict the quality of service. So that I done here. In this part what I done is I imported Python libraries which we require, and then I imported the new dataset which we created just now. That means that is having the last column as a quality of service. That you can see here. Quality of service is our last column. Once we have quality of service as our last column, now we need to check again the basic information of our dataset. And once we get the dataset, you need to check for is null.sum. If there are any null values, we need to remove or replace the null values. And I'm going to print some top values of the dataset. Then I'm going to create a correlation heat map which will give us the relation between two variables. In this case we can see quality of service and monthly charges. What is the color? It's a bit lighter. That means the correlation is 0.3 to 0.4, maybe 35%. It means monthly charges is directly depending upon quality of service by 40%. In the same case, senior citizen and quality of service is very black nothing but it's entirely negative. So it means the quality of service provided to the senior citizens from that company is very low. That we can take out the results from here. Here you are getting only four features. Okay, but why you are getting like this means your data of some columns is now also in object type. Okay, you didn't convert them into numbers. Okay, once you done mapping and then you use this correlation code, you will get bigger matrix with all the features. So then I am checking columns, and from here I am going to copy that to some other variable and start to work on it. So first I am getting all the complete features data of each column. This just I was just analyzing each columns. Okay, in gender what is the distribution? Females are like around 3500 and male also same, so it's well balanced here. And when it comes to senior citizens, like senior citizen no means 0, they are very high than senior citizens around more than just 1000 and below 2000, but no senior citizen data is very high with us. And it also gives us like how is the partner column, like yes or no, it's almost balanced. And dependents, no dependents are more than s. And tenure, even phone service and multiple lines. Okay, like this there are so many service columns that we are going to plot. Okay, you can analyze. I will be sharing the code. Okay, you just need to message me. Till here whatever I did, I just plotted all the columns data or some details, so to analyze how was the distribution among all the columns. And then I am going to plot the quality of service. In the quality of service, here the data is 0 to 5 because initially I made that clustering for 5 classes instead of 8, so that I am continuing here. And then we say building the relation between two features. Okay, in our case one is X is gender and Y is quality of service. So when we do that, we see that when it comes to male, the quality of service is reducing instead of females. Okay, And the same thing you can see senior citizens. No, yes means quality of services. Quality of service is increasing, and no senior citizens, quality of service is decreasing. And when it comes to no partner, the quality of service is lower than when it is yes. What difference all these things make is the features affecting our target. What are the targets we should consider? Because we need to do feature selection. You can't consider all these stuffs, all the columns as an feature. We need to do feature selection. Based on these results, we'll check and we'll select the features. Okay, like this I am going to plot all a relation between all the other columns with our quality of service. Once I am done with that, I am going to select the features. Okay, before selecting the features, we need to make all the columns as numericals, because some columns are object. So in these two columns, tenure and monthly charges, the data in that column is actually numerical, but it says it's object. So in that case, you can just do as type of int, it will convert them into integer format. But in some columns, maybe gender or partner, the data in that columns are object, like male, female, yes or no, like that. So in that case, we need to change those values using mapping technique. I am using mapping technique, but you can use get dummies also is an option. So using mapping techniques in classification models will always give some good result. So I am going with this mapping technique. Okay, here I am going to change that gender column by mapping male to 0, female to 1, or like, and partner yes or no to 0 and 1, dependence yes or no to 0 and 1, like that. Okay, I will convert all the object classes to numerical. Once I am done with that, I will remove customer ID out of the dataset, because we don't need that. It will not reflect anything, so it will not carry any much meaning. So after that, I will select these features as my main key features or input features, and quality of service is my output feature. So once I select what are my inputs and what are my outputs, I will take them and split the data into training and testing. Now in my case, I am splitting data 20 for testing and 80 for training using train test split or library. So once I split the data set, here I am going to build machine learning models. Before that, I am going to import the libraries needed. Some of them I actually imported above itself. There is no need to import twice. Now first I am going to take decision tree classifier. I am going to initialize that, and I am going to train that. Fit nothing but train. For training, you should give training input and training output. So once you give training input, training output, the model will get trained. Decision tree will get trained. That to that trained model, you will give testing input and you will get the prediction values. Now these prediction values and testing output, you will compare them. You will feed those things to accuracy score model. Then it will give us what is the accuracy of the model in classifying this stuff. Okay, I implemented like on Gaussian naive Bayes, on SVC, logistic regression, random forest classifier, XGBoost. So here you can see what are the steps I am getting out of that. Okay, for each model I am plotting what is the accuracy that the model is getting trained and tested, and what is the precision, recall score, F1 score, and support. These are all the features extracted from the confusion matrix. Here I may be using, for that I may be using classification report library, but in depth this classification report, first it will generate confusion matrix, then based on confusion matrix it will give these results. Okay, these are all the equations. Okay, what is confusion matrix and what are all these features? If you just message me, I will give you some documents so that they will help you, or if you are so much interested, let me know, I will make separate video on it. So yeah, one thing you should keep in your mind, okay, precision is actually almost equal to accuracy. So if my precision is 1.00, that is 100%, we can say like, okay, accuracy is also same. Okay, accuracy is different from precision, but the meaning that precision carries. Okay, precision will give us how much accuracy happens for each class separately. For class 3, how much accurately it's predicting for class 4, class 2, class 1, like that. Okay, this classification report will give us for each class. Elastic regression we are getting 47%. Okay. For random forest classifier we are getting 100%, and XGBoost we are getting 100%. This was all about today's concept. We'll see in next class. Don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. Thank you very much.